right, let's find out your highest conviction ideas maybe for 2026 and get into your pro picks. Pro Picks is brought to you by ATB Financial. With $62 billion in assets, ATB Financial is powering possibilities for more than 820,000 financial services clients in Alberta and beyond. ATB's capital markets arm is a full-service investment dealer that offers investment and corporate banking, sales and trading, institutional research, and risk management. Visit atb.com/inthemoney for more information. Okay, before we do that, I want to revisit your past pro picks, which were on February 4th, and they were all tech stocks: Apple, Microsoft, Meta. Yeah. And Apple and Microsoft since then are up 20%. Meta's down about 7% because there's been a little bit of a freak out.
Just recently, the pullback on the recent earnings, You
still own all of them?
So Meta reported 26% revenue growth. Just think about how beautiful that is. This is a company, $1 trillion plus market valuation and growing top line at 26%. It's the ultimate proof that AI is working for it. And so you want to beat up the company because it wants to invest more in AI. Mark Zuckerberg is, just a truly original thinker. Truly, he has the ability to make things come true, kind of like Elon Musk. I want to invest in that, but I'm able to invest in that at a really great valuation versus Tesla trading at 100 times earnings. I think Meta is trading around 20 times earnings, but it's trading at a depressed earnings because they're investing so much in AI that could slow down. Then the free cash flow could start to explode again. So we're very excited to own it. And I think there's a nice opportunity given the recent pullback.
And also you picked it in February and then in April, it all tanked. And so the fact that I assume you held on, did you add more?
Of course.
Yeah, Barry Schwartz. We know you held on.
Of course we held on. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to talk about what you're buying now or what you like in the market right now. I heard you say on the podcast that trucking and rails is a bad business right now. But long term, you're CN's on the radar, but trucking is here and now for you. Yeah. Let's talk about that through TFI International. Disastrous February results.
Okay.
Stock fall. I mean, it was a disaster in the stock. The stock fell 20% in a day, and it hasn't come back since.
No.
Enter Barry Schwartz.
Okay, so disastrous stock move, and no question the earnings have been sliced in half this year. The amazing thing is this is one of the worst freight recessions ever, yet TFI is going to earn $4 US per share this year in earnings. So it's not like it's going bankrupt. It's not like it's in financial trouble. It's going to generate 700 to 800 million US of free cash flow, and it's controlling the controllables. It's improving its operations. It's buying back stock. It raised dividend. This is crazy to me. It raises dividend twice in 2025. The worst freight recession we've seen in a long time. A lot of it, of course, is just, the overspending that happened after the pandemic and everybody buying things with free money. By the way, I think there's going to be a lot of free money next year. So just pay attention to that. So for trucking, they're controlling the controllables. They said in the most recent quarter that the bottom is near, and they're still warning that the fourth quarter is going to be really, really bad. But this is a company that has so much torque to just a little improvement in freight pricing. And if that's the case, you're looking at a gigantic return on investment going forward.
It's interesting you bring up management comments, and I'm curious how you assess management in these bad times. Yeah. You said you're a perma bull, but I assume you don't like to see that in management, and you want to see them say, this is bad.
Yeah.
And we know it's bad, and this is what we're doing. So that when they say, this is a bottom, it actually means something.
I think you nailed that one. And the CEO, Alain Bouchard at TFI, is very frank, very transparent. He'll tell you when things are terrible, but follow what he's doing. The company is aggressively buying back stock here. It is generating so much free cash flow in a really rough period. It's quite remarkable. And they're voting with their feet. They're buying back stock of the company instead of making acquisitions. This is a very acquisitive company, many acquisitions over the last number of years. So all we need is a little improvement in the freight. Freight is very cyclical and can move very, very quickly. What's happening is a lot of trucking companies are going bankrupt. You see the immigration issues that are happening in the U.S. So a lot of truckers, if you could be deported or what have you. So things are setting up on the supply side. We just need a little improvement of demand, and the stock's going to take off.
Okay, so possibly a stock at an inflection point, and let's bring that to the second pick, which is Kushtard.
Yeah,
beaten up this year. 7-Eleven, will they? Won't they? Now they're not going to. Then everybody obsessed about get your mojo going in the U.S. And then they started to a little bit. Is Kushtard at an inflection point?
I think so. And that's really the theme of my picks, right? Is to own companies that have been kind of forgotten by the most recent rally. They're great past compounders. They've run into some issues, but the compounding will continue again. So what we were waiting for with Kushtard is for all their geographies to start showing same-store sales growth. Canada and Europe were doing fine, but US was really in the doghouse for a couple of years. Now it's turned a corner. A lot of it has to do with them offering much better food, like fresh food or prepared food.
And nicotine. Like Zyn.
I need one right now.
Do you? You don't. No.
No, but
clean living for
clean living for sure. But vaping and heated tobacco and the pouches have offset cigarettes. I mean, we're humans. We get addicted to something, and that's it. And so, no question, it's facing secular decline of smoking. That's a good thing. Alcohol, you saw that fewer people are drinking alcohol. These are good things for humanity. So what does Kushtard try to do? It has to offset it by offering better food offerings and really improving margins. And that's what's been the case the last few quarters.
Your final one then is QSR, Restaurant Brands International, a real range-bound type of stock.
Yes.
What is there to get excited about for Kushtard?
This is one where...
for QSR.
For QSR, for Restaurant Brands. This is one where when I own it, the clients will say, like, I don't see the catalyst here. Or a Burger King, gross, right? Or Tim Hortons, I never go there. Someone's going there because the same store sales growth at Tim Hortons has been phenomenal. There's no issues there. It was really the turnaround at Burger King. They hired Patrick Doyle, who was a turnaround specialist at Domino's Pizza, who had one of the best track records on the stock market, running Domino's Pizza for about 10 or 14 years. He's come in with a healthy compensation package based on stock price performance. It hasn't done anything so far. But what he's doing is following the Domino's playbook, trying to improve. This is a royalty business, and so the franchises take all the risk. But what you need to do is make franchises happy by having them, get better returns on their franchises, and that's what that's what Restaurant Brands has been doing. It's been renovating a lot of the Burger Kings. And the catalyst going forward, its leverage has come down. It just signed a nice joint venture in China where they want to expand to 4,000 restaurants in China, Burger King. International results are very strong at Burger King as well. The company, its valuation is trading at a discount to the McDonald's, but with better growth. Many of the fast food companies, as we've seen, have been struggling lately. Chipotle, not McDonald's, but a few other names. Restaurant Brands has knocked it out of the park over the last few quarters, even with a tough U.S. consumer.
Thank you for bringing these ideas to us and spending the hour with us. I appreciate it.